Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today it's time for another rare and limited edition video, this time for the Chrysler 300. I've done something similar in the past for the 300, but that was a few years ago, and this will be more comprehensive and include more details and models as well. This is kind of part of a mini series of rare and limited edition 300s, as there are just so many to go through. So the first video covered 5 international 300 variations that either were or are not available in the US, and today we start to cover the rest. I'll be going in chronological order to keep things simple, and let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 and maybe even a part 3, because there are a lot of them. Today I've included 6 to 7 different models and or packages, so let's get right into it. First up today we have the 300C Heritage Edition. This debuted shortly after the release of the 300 itself, and it was the first real special edition vehicle that was seen on the 300 platform. The world first saw this Heritage Edition at the Los Angeles Auto Show in January of 2006. Note that I will cover the 2009 Heritage Edition either later in the video or in the next one, as that was a bit different than this 2006 to 08 version. This model was meant to pay homage to the 1957 Chrysler 300C. Production numbers were very hard to find for this vehicle, as it wasn't a numbered vehicle like some of the other Mopars are, for example the 2006 Dodge Charger Daytona. In fact, the Heritage Edition was essentially a more luxurious Daytona for the 300. But I would say the Heritage Edition was essentially a more luxurious Daytona for the 300. It appears there were 4 years of this edition, 2006 through 2009, and it looks like there was between 1,000 to 2,000 produced annually, and there was an allocation of only 4 per dealer for the first year in 2006. And that year there were 1,728 of these produced. The Heritage Edition cost roughly $36,000 US in 2006, which is more than the 300C, but less than the $40,000 SRT8. This model offered luxurious performance, exclusive features, and unique heritage badging. That's the easiest way to identify one of these on the road, the distinctive tricolor 300C badge on the front fenders. Starting with the paint, it was available in brilliant black crystal, cool vanilla, and the exclusive Inferno Red Crystal, the first red paint color available on the Chrysler 300. The car was chromed out with an all-chrome grille, chrome dual exhaust tips, moldings, and power-folding heated mirrors. The deck lid featured the SRT-style spoiler, also painted in the body color. A notable feature is the Smart Beam headlamp technology, the first Chrysler model to ever feature this. The new technology at the time adjusts the high beam brightness and intensity based on the surrounding nighttime light sources. The headlamps also have HID lights and washers. As for the performance, the Heritage Edition came with the same 5.7-liter V8 Hemi as the 300C, with a 5-speed automatic transmission with the auto stick feature, tuned with a performance shift schedule. This setup had an output of 340 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque. Other upgrades included a responsive performance steering gear, suspension, and performance exhaust. The vehicle also had P225/60 R18 all-season tires wrapped around the 18-inch chrome-clad wheels. The luxury features continued on the inside with beautiful SRT-inspired gray stone front seats, with royale leather trim and tricolor heritage badging on the seatbacks. The entire interior was two-tone, with a mix of light gray stone and unique dark slate. Unique smoke translucent finish was found on the steering wheel and door pull handles. The sound group 2 was also included on all these Heritage Editions. It was rather simple, an AM/FM radio with a cassette and CD player, but it sounded really good with 7 Boston acoustic speakers, subwoofer, and 368-watt amplifier. Another chromed out limited edition version of the 300 was the Dub Edition. In 2008, Chrysler teamed up with the Dub magazine to launch both a Dodge Charger SXT and 300 touring version. Dub was founded in January 2000, covering urban custom car culture and celebrities and their vehicles. This edition was actually in the works for a while, as Chrysler had released a Dub brochure in late 2004, but it seems like Chrysler waited a few years to release them. Originally, it was supposed to be the Magnum and 300, but the Magnum was just about gone by the time 2008 rolled around, and sales were down for the Charger and 300 in early 2008, so Chrysler saw this as a good time to release the Dub Edition and create some more excitement. This was very limited in the end, with only 1,385 300 models produced for the US. The MSRP was $33,140, with the Dub package itself costing $3,850. Chrysler says the package included over $5,600 worth of upgrades for that cost. The exterior featured chrome mirror caps, a Mopar chrome honeycomb grille, and chrome exterior door handles. You could find Dub Edition badges on the deck lid, passenger and driver's side front doors. The available paint colors here were Inferno Red, Brilliant Black, Bright Silver, and Cool Vanilla. The best features were saved for the interior. Leather trim seats were featured with the Dub logo stitched in the seat backs, alongside the dark slate gray interior. The MyGig multimedia infotainment system was added here, with a 13-speaker kicker surround sound system, with a 322-watt kicker amplifier, and a 100-watt kicker subwoofer. The Dub Edition was kind of lackluster under the hood, only available with the 3.5-liter V6 engine paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission. So output was 250 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque. 20-inch aluminum wheels were added, with 245/45 R20 all-season tires, to go along with a performance-tuned suspension. The original Dub was supposed to have 22-inch wheels, a custom grille, and a performance exhaust, but those never materialized. Now for a model that flew under the radar in my eyes, one that very few know about, the Walter P. Chrysler Executive Series, named after the founder of the company. This was an extended wheelbase version of the 300C model that was first shown off at the 2006 New York Auto Show. The whole purpose of this vehicle was to create a car where executives, as the name suggests, or folks who had the money for a chauffeur, could sit in the back while being paraded around, kind of like a ready-made small limo-style car from the factory. That was possible due to the longer wheelbase, 126 inches as opposed to 120 inches on a standard 300. So that extra 6 inches was added to the rear passenger compartment. These were offered on the Touring and 300C models with rear-wheel drive, and either the 3.5-liter V6 on the Touring or the 5.7-liter Hemi on the C. The cost was a whopping $10,600 extra on top of the car, and these had to be ordered from a dealership who would send the car to AccuBuilt Coachworks, who then extended the vehicles. It was offered only in the Brilliant Black Crystal Pearl, but some special order vehicles could have different colors, although I've never seen any of those. Some of the other features included 8-way power front passenger seats, heated front seats, a uniquely calibrated ESP, and a Walter P. Chrysler Executive Series badge. Once Chrysler built them, AccuBuilt Coachworks would then take the vehicle, and along with the longer wheelbase, they'd also install a ton of extra features. Those included a folding tray table mounted to the rear of the front passenger seat, overhead map reading lights, folding footrests, dual 12-volt or 110-volt inverter power ports in the rear center console, dual vanity mirrors mounted in the rear headliner, and a Walter P. Chrysler Executive Series badge mounted in the left lower corner of the deck lid. So this was a pretty cool idea from Chrysler, and they are extremely rare if you want to find one today. Building off of that long wheelbase Executive Series that we just covered would be the Rodeo Drive Plus 6 model. This was available through Chrysler dealers across the US, but I was unable to find the production numbers or the price tag for this package. The name, of course, is based on the famous street in Beverly Hills, California. This project was a team effort, with AccuBuilt Coachworks doing the long wheelbase conversion, and Performance West Group Inc., and several other companies adding many upgrades to the vehicle. Despite the sketchy-looking pictures, there actually were a couple of these produced, and they were even featured on the news. The paint is finished in titanium metallic with chrome accents and tinted windows, and the grille has a custom insert. The Rodeo Drive Plus rides on 22-inch Sporza wheels, with Pirelli 265/30 ZR22 tires, and beneath the wheels were SSBC disc brakes with tri-power 3-piston calipers. Inside there was a panoramic sunroof added, and the seats were upholstered in catskin leather. Special upgrades for this model included a rear seat computer with a wireless modem and full internet access, a hands-free built-in phone, and custom entertainment system done by Kicker and Stillwater. To make sure the office was quiet in the back seat, extra insulation was added by Quiet Ride Solutions. Although it is weird that they kind of made it an office vibe back there, that seemed more suitable for the Executive Series instead. The Rodeo Drive also has some solid performance, with the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 only. It's not totally stock, as a cold air intake and Corsa Performance catback exhaust system were added. The car could also run on E85 fuel thanks to a new Flex Fuel smart system. To improve the handling, the car was dropped by 1.6 inches thanks to a KW coilover system, and there were thicker sway bars added to minimize the body roll. Another limited and mostly unknown version of the 300 would be the Walter P. Chrysler Signature Series, not to be confused with that Walter P. Chrysler Executive Series. The Signature Series was just a package offered for the Chrysler 300 Touring model, so that means it came with the 3.5-liter V6 and 5-speed automatic transmission. The cost of the Signature Series was $29,865. Again, there weren't any recorded production numbers, but these were more popular than any other vehicle on the list since it was just a package you could order. On top of the regular 300 features and options, the Signature Series package added a 1-year Sirius satellite radio subscription, carbon instrument panel bezels, bright inside front door handles, a full navigation system with a CD and MP3 player, a moonroof, and a Boston Acoustic 6-speaker sound system with 276-watt amplifier. Other distinct features that would make you recognize that it was a Signature Series would be the two-tone leather interior and the seats and door trim badge. There was also an exterior fender badge as well. It was supposed to be available in just a few colors, but ended up being ordered in nearly every paint job. However, there was a very rare butane blue color apparently produced for the first year in 2006. Next up is the 2005 Hurst Edition. To celebrate the return of the Hemi engine in a Chrysler vehicle for the first time since 1971, Chrysler and the Hurst division of Mr. Gasket teamed up to make this 05 Hurst Edition, taking some inspiration from the 1970 Chrysler 300 Hurst. At the heart of the vehicle is the 5.7-liter V8 Hemi, of course, but it was upgraded with a Ken Bell Optimizer 2 engine management system and a MagnaFlow performance exhaust with 4-inch tips. So that raised the output from 340 stock to over 400 horsepower in this car. The stock 5-speed automatic transmission was also paired with the engine. Love it or hate it, the Hurst Edition definitely turns heads with its exterior look. The body is finished in House of Color white pearl, accented with the Hurst gold pearl. The car got a custom grille and tinted windows too. The wheels were massive for the time, 22 by 10 inch 2-piece forged alloy Oasis wheels with 285/35 R22 Toyo Proxys ST tires. Beneath the wheels were tri-power 3-piston calipers with stainless steel brake lines and 13.5 inch slotted and drilled rotors. Other performance upgrades included a 1.5 inch drop with Eibach lowering springs and Hotchkiss front and rear sway bars. Moving on inside, there were beautiful diamond-tufted custom catskin leather seats with embroidered Hurst logos, designer floor mats, a Boston Acoustic sound system, and of course a Hurst shifter. We'll round out the video with one last model, funny enough another Hurst Edition. This is a one-off 2008 Walter P. Chrysler Executive Series 300C Hurst Edition, so it's got the 6-inch longer wheelbase as well as many other upgrades. Performance West Group is responsible for this creation. Like the 05, the body features a two-tone paint, tuxedo black with Hurst gold pearl. The car's also got 22-inch forged Rotana wheels here, with Hurst gold accenting and a triple gold pearl stripe on the belt line. A chrome diamond wire Mopar grille is added, and it's got an RK Sport Power Dome hood. Under the hood is the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 again, but this one has a Vortex supercharger and intercooler, giving the Hemi over 500 horsepower. Like the Rodeo Drive Plus, it's got the Flex Fuel Systems E85 conversion. Other performance features include a Corsa performance exhaust, 4-inch polished tips, SSBC 3-piston calipers, and 13.5-inch slotted and drilled rotors. The interior welcomes you with custom catskin Tuscany leather and suede Hurst seats, a glass back panorama moonroof, and an insulation kit to keep out the noise. So that's it for this episode of Rare and Limited Edition Chrysler 300 vehicles. Hopefully you learned something about the 300 and these unique models that were once offered. Let me know which one was your favorite and if you guys own any of these or have ever even seen them on the roads. And make sure to let me know if you want to see a part 2. Thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you in the next video.